Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So this was a very exciting one because I actually got I got a tweet from, wow, that was a voice crack. I got a tweet from a game developer that I contacted, or I guess like a reply, based on a game that is getting remastered that you can see right here. That is a childhood game, so it's awesome to get the devs or the people behind the game to actually respond to me. I think that was really cool. I love it when game developers respond to me and such. But anyways, a new game is getting remastered for the Switch, and there's some other games that I want to get remastered that I want to talk to you guys about. So what is all this information I'm going to divulge onto you guys today? Well, let's find out.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
So obviously the game that is getting remastered is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Now, I grew up on this game. I never played the second or third game. I just always remember the first one. And I went back and played it, I think sometime last year. And unfortunately, it didn't really hold up in my opinion. The controls were relatively wonky. The camera was a bit finicky. So I think that the game, it's a good game, but it just didn't age well. So it's not a game that I would personally really see myself go back and trying to beat today. But it looks like I don't have to, because they are remastering this game for the Switch. It's not going to be a remake. It's not going to be a ground-up thing. It's going to be like the remakes they have for the PC, but it's going to be the first of the console remakes. So basically, some of the things that you're going to do, they're going to rework the controls, they're going to rework the camera, they're going to upres the graphics a bit, and they're just going to make it more suitable for today's consoles. It's not going to be this, it's not going to be as great looking as, let's say, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is going to look, but it's definitely going to get a nice little coat of paint. It's definitely going to have a lot of improvements over the originals for the GameCube, PS2, and original Xbox. But I'm still very excited for this because this is a childhood game. This is a sentimental game for me, even if it, to me, doesn't control well today, or there's something about it that I just, doesn't sit well with me today. It's still a game that I love, I would love to see get remastered because I can give it another shot, and I can take it on the go. So, it's really one of those games that, I'm very excited for. And obviously lots of other people are too, because this isn't just something that got announced to be happening. This is something that got Kickstarted, because the developer behind it, which is Chrome Studios, they have it's an independent studio, so it's a very small studio, so, they don't always have all the resources they need, so they need a little bit of extra money. It's not like they were asking $200,000, it was like, I think $50,000, something like that, to make this game run, and they got that within, I think, 2 or 3 days. So obviously, it's a very high demand game to get remastered. So I was debating adding to the Kickstarter, because like I said, I do want this game, to really come, and it'd be really cool because they actually have some decent tier perks. Like, I think if you donate, I think it's $20, you get your name in the credits as well as a copy of the game, and for $20, I think it's a pretty good deal backing-wise. Because some companies don't even give you, the game after you donate a certain amount of money. You still have to buy the game afterwards. So I think they did very good on their tier choices. But I actually tweeted something to their, because they reached their goal yesterday, so this game is coming. They reached their goal, and I have no doubts that this game is going to come. I mean, it's not like it's a full remake or anything. It's just remaster. They're just touching up textures, changing controls and camera, stuff like that. I mean, they already have the remastered version on PC, so now they just have to reformat it for the Switch, and they're going to have Switch-specific controls, like the gyro controls, gyro motions are going to be a thing, so it's going to be completely reworked for the Switch, so I have complete confidence that this will come out. But I actually tweeted at them saying, hey, is there any way you could partner up with Limited Run Games or Super Rare Games to make this game come out physically? Which is something I would love to see, because I really love physical media. As you guys can tell, most of my games are physical because I don't want them digitally. Hell, I had to import Little Nightmares because I didn't want to get it digitally, and for Outlast I didn't want to get it digitally, So I had to wait until I had too many games, and I spent $40 on it. So I really like physical media way more than digital media, particularly with video games, because, you know, we see it happening with DuckTales Remastered. It's getting pulled off the store, so if you don't have it, you're not going to be able to get it. So, really, you know, it's great to have physical media. So, with Tide of the Tasmanian Tiger, especially since it's an older game, remastered, I just want it physically. It makes the most sense to me. I want it physically. So, they replied to my tweet saying, you know, hey, can you get this done through limited run or super rare? And they said that, I forget what their tweet specifically said, but it said something along the lines of, if we get the opportunity, we will. And that's awesome. So basically, if Limited Run contacts them, if they contact Limited Run, they can get this physical very easily. You know, it's a game that's pretty, you know, popular. I mean, obviously, the Kickstarter got funded in 2-3 days. You know, it's something that, you know, people want. And so Limited Run very much gonna have an opportunity to make this game physical. And I feel like I kind of like, you know, like they responded to me when I asked the question. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. But Tide of the Tasmanian Tiger, I cannot wait for this game to come out on the Switch. But there are also some other games that I want to come out for the Switch remastered, which is another point I want to talk about today, because remasters or even remakes are becoming very popular. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. That game is coming out now for the Switch, and I'm pretty excited for that game to come out. Spinal SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. That game is obviously in the talks, or, you know, very, very in the talks now. It's all over the place. Everyone's excited for it. So obviously all these games are from the GameCube, Wii era. I mean, Banana Blitz is from the Wii, but most of the other games that are getting remade are from the GameCube era, and I'm personally excited about that because obviously that's my favorite generation, the GameCube, Xbox, PS2 generation. Love it, my favorite generation. So there are a couple other games from that generation that I would love to see remade, and if you guys want to see them remade too, I'll even go ahead and I'll start like a petition or something like that to get these games remade, because if there's enough voices to get these games remade, it could happen. So let's start off with these two. I'm going to put these two in the same one because I think, like, there's an audience for one and there's an audience for another. So I think if they were going to do anything, they should do, like, a double pack or, like, both of these games. And that is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights and Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. I think THQ should remake these games. I don't know if they still have the license to Scooby-Doo because obviously when they went bankrupt, they lost a lot of their licenses. They recently got the Nickelodeon ones back, so I don't know if they still have these. But if they do, I think these games are well worth a remaster. Like I said, there's audiences for both games. You know, like there's a big crowd for Night of 100 Frights. I think there's a decent crowd for Mystery Mayhem. So I think they should definitely redo both these games. And I don't even think that these games need full-on remakes, like Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I think that this could work as a remaster. Touching up the graphics and controls, you know, that kind of stuff. Cameras. I think that could really work for these games because they're not as big as Battle for Bikini Bottom is. So I think they could literally just work as a remastering of these two games and having them as a double pack. You know, I mean, like both these games, you know, I think if you sell them together, it can work really, really well. You know, and especially if you get it physically, double pack for like 40. I'd even say $60 is acceptable because there's two games, but let's say $40. I think that could work really well. Speaking of THQ and SpongeBob, Lights, Camera, Pants. Oh my god, this is like a fun party game. This is an amazing party game. It's a bunch of mini games. They're actually fun. You know, the Switch could use some more local co-op multiplayer games. Hell, if you made this online play, oh my god. I can't even imagine how much fun this would be online. So, definitely, Lights, Camera, Pants. Let's get this game remade. Oh my lord. Like, this game's so much fun. You get to pick as SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, Sandy, or Plankton. And you play all these mini games, and there's a really cool story mode where you know, there are all these different sections, and each section has its own set of mini games. And the one who has the most points in each section gets a spot in like a little film thing that they show at the end. And it looks really, really cool, and it's really, really fun. Highly recommended. Great game. I think it needs a this one could use a remake. I think this one would benefit from a whole, complete remake. You know, just do it. Next up, PacMan World 2. PacMan World 2 is a phenomenal 3D platformer. It took what PacMan World 1 did, and it really boosted it. And it's definitely the most popular of the PacMan World games. And I think this game could really use a remake. Like, full-on remake, because this game's popular enough to where a remake could work. And I think that, it's Namco, Bandai Namco. Make something happen with this. This game is amazing. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely splendid. I love it. 10 out of 10. And like I said, a remake. This one could be a remake as well. Complete from the ground up. And the last one, which I think, of all of these games, I think everyone would agree on this one being remade. And that's Simpsons Hit and Run. This game is a gem. It is a literal gem. I don't know what you have to do. Who are the developers? Huh? Vivendi Universal? I don't know what you have to do, but do it. Get this game remade for the Switch and other modern consoles too. That goes to all of these. Whether it be just the Switch or all consoles, get these games remade. It's Captain Obvious. This game is so popular. E3. People were wanting this game at E3, but didn't show. People thought it was going to show because they said that something Simpsons was going to come to E3, and they were like, oh, a remake or a sequel to Hit and Run. But it didn't happen. So, hopefully, they actually say something about Hit and Run because a lot of people were wanting it, and I think if I made a petition about this game getting remade, a lot of people would sign it. So there you have it, guys. Games that I want to be remade, and then the game that is getting remade. I'm very excited for this game to get remade. Hopefully it comes physically, hopefully Limited Run Games, and, Chrome Studios. Hopefully they can work something out. So, yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know any other games from the GameCube era that you would like remade, or even sequels to. What do you want? What do you guys want? I would love to know down in the comments down below. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.